There are names in the other side that are spoken with fear. Names whispered by dying soldiers. Names carved into the bones of ruined castles. Names that even the graveborn refuse to utter when the night grows too red. And among them, one rises above all others. Count Vargrath of the Bloodcourts. They call him the Crimson Eternal, not because he cannot die, but because every age that tried to bury him only fed him. Long before the Bloodcourts ruled from their black citadels, Vargrath was not a count. He was not a lord. He was not yet the master of chalices, banners, and midnight thrones. He was born beneath a pale moon, in a dying kingdom where nobles traded honor for survival, and kings sold their daughters to keep their castles standing one winter longer. As a child, Vargrath learned that mercy was a language spoken only by the weak. He watched his father kneel before enemies. He watched his mother poison herself rather than be taken as tribute. He watched holy men bless battlefields in the morning and loot the dead by dusk. And from that young age, he understood the secret truth of power. Power does not belong to the righteous. Power belongs to those willing to outlive shame. So Vargrath grew cold. Not loud, not savage, not reckless. Cold. He became beautiful in the way a blade is beautiful. Polished, silent, made for ending things. By the time he reached manhood, he had already betrayed 3 houses, survived 2 assassinations, and drunk wine from the skull of the lord who tried to purchase his loyalty. But death still hunted him, as it hunts all mortal men. And Vargrath hated death. He did not fear pain. He did not fear war. He did not fear judgment. He feared only the final silence, the moment when ambition, memory, desire, and dominion all vanish into dust. So when the first envoys of the Bloodcourts came to him, robed in velvet black and crowned with thorns of silver, they did not need to tempt him. They simply offered him what he had always wanted: time, endless time, a throne that would not rot, a body that would not fail, a hunger that would make him more than man. And Vargrath accepted. But the Bloodcourts do not give immortality as a gift. They give it as a sentence. His heart stopped beneath the old eclipse. His breath left him. His reflection fled the mirror. And when he woke, the world had changed. He could hear blood moving behind walls. He could smell fear beneath perfume. He could taste lies before they were spoken. The living became lanterns to him, bright, brief, fragile things, and he, at last, became the night that watched them burn. But Vargrath did not become a beast. That was what made him worse. The graveborn claw at graves. The Nosferatu hulk and shriek. Lesser vampires throw themselves at hunger like starving dogs. Vargrath mastered hunger. He dressed it in silk. He gave it music. He gave it law. Under his rule, the Bloodcourts became more than predators. They became an empire of elegance and cruelty. Every feast was a treaty. Every dance was a trial. Every kiss was a blade placed gently against the throat. He built the Bloodcourt halls from black stone and old bones. He raised crimson altars beneath cathedral roofs. He taught his knights to fight without rage. his blood mages to drain memories from veins, and his duchesses to conquer kingdoms with smiles before swords were ever drawn. To be invited to Vargrath's court was an honor. To leave it alive was a miracle. But beneath all his refinement, one hunger remained greater than blood: dominion. Vargrath did not merely want to feed upon the living. He wanted to own the meaning of life itself. He believed blood was not flesh. It was history, inheritance, memory. Power passed from mother to child, from king to corpse, from God to chosen vessel. And then came the whispers of Yasmin, the girl who could open crossings, the girl whose presence made realms bleed together, the girl whose bloodline touched the hidden architecture of the other side. When Vargrath first sensed her, the chalice in his hand cracked. Not from fear, from recognition. For in Yasmin, he sensed something older than kings and deeper than death. A living gate. A bloodline that did not merely carry life. It carried access. And so the Bloodcourts smiled. They offered alliance. They bowed beneath moonlight. They spoke beautifully. But vampires do not kneel unless they are measuring where to bite. And now the blood moon rises. To mortals, it is an omen. To the Bloodcourts, it is a coronation. When the blood moon rises, the old restraints weaken. The buried hunger of the vampire aristocracy awakens. Crimson altars begin to glow. Blood steeds grow restless in their stables. Bats gather over ruined towers. The dead remember the taste of warm veins. But to Count Vargrath, the blood moon means something far greater. It means the court is no longer hiding. It means every pact sealed in blood must be paid. It means every betrayal once whispered in candlelight may now be declared beneath the sky. It means the night itself has chosen a side. And when Vargrath raises his chalice beneath that red heaven, he is not drinking in celebration. He is making a vow. A vow that the Bloodcourts will rise from their castles. A vow that Yasmin's light will be hunted. A vow that the living world will learn the cost of opening doors that should have remained sealed. For when the blood moon rises, Count Vargrath does not merely awaken. He remembers. He remembers every kingdom that denied him, every priest that cursed him, every corpse that nourished him, every century that failed to end him. And then, with a voice smooth as velvet over a grave, he speaks to the gathered Bloodcourts. The moon is red. The gates are thin. The living have forgotten fear. Let us teach them again. And across the other side, castle bells begin to toll. Not for the dead, for those who are about to become them.